Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Firing to the right, complete. Still running at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Oh, he got loose. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy
got enough space, and he waltzes into the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They own the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Branch. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab, it's Branch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, that's a good decision, I think, to go for it on fourth down because you're in the middle of the field. Even if you don't get it, your defense isn't in an awful position running back on, but they were able to get the fourth and keep the drive alive. Let's see what they do next.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. To the air on first down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
The quick out. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to swing it on second down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Oh, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw at Simpson. Fires to the tight end. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Finds his man. It's Horton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Pulls it in. It's Horton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wants to throw again. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical, and then go. And guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive line, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down onto Saban Field on third down. The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. He got it! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run it on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. He's looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. He gets it in! Touchdown, Georgia!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Miller.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He might want another play. To throw, it's Simpson. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bernard. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. To the air, it's Simpson. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. And back to the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Miller. Fighting off the defender.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Grab near the marker. It's Williams. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw again. That's caught. It's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Bernard. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off play action on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready.
Oh, he's got some space. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Lets it go to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown. the score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point was good. They've got it to a two-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Forced out of the pocket. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Georgia going up tempo. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. Got him downfield.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Quick completion on the out route. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Bernard. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Miller. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Using the quick game, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bama! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on you.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The give and tick, 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 tick. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Gets it out fast. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To the air on second down. Fakes to grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Horton. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Grab near the marker, it's Cuevas. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
That's reeled in. It's Bernard. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Caught over the middle. It's Miller. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
To the air. It's Simpson. Touchdown Tide! Fit it in the window for the score.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. It's It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. ACC, the Florida Gators. Taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Welcome to Caesars Superdome, home of the Saints, right here in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. underway. They'll return it from inside the 5. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Run it out of the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
He's got it with room to run. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see. And try to creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
It's incomplete. It was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Manning. Good completion with the tight end. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down mark.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Try and muscle for the first down. Breaks free. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Longhorns. They were not going to catch him that time.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
Point after, not right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it second and medium. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Bringing pressure. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Pop over the middle. It's Cuevas. They finally get him down, but a big play for 46.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or
looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Alabama. That's how you finish a play. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Dropping back. It's Manning. He's running out of time here. Quarterback looking to scramble. Launches it deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
A huge play by this offense. Good timing between the quarterback and the receiver. You could see the quarterback wanted to put that ball away from the defender up high. And how about the receiver? Adjusted that ball thrown to the outside.
Finally trapped him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Tries to get it to the running back. Catch made on the right side. He made the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking deep to the right side. He's got it near the end zone. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Texas.
What a great throw by this quarterback. But let's give credit to the offensive line, because anytime you run a deep over route, it takes a lot of time for the execution. The receiver worked from the left side, came all the way over to the right. Quarterback needed time to be able to evaluate that coverage before he made that throw for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Texas.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. And there's the handoff. Fights through a tackle. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
The game makes it second and medium. Caught by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for him.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. To throw, it's Simpson. Looking for his big tight end. And that will fall incomplete. They took a shot at what will be the final play of the first quarter. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. The offense will go for here on 4th down and 3. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, and this one could hurt you.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion sets up a second down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Looks like he's going to run it. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Longhorns are in the red zone now. He's going to hand this off. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, as the consistency in this back is giving this defense fits, they've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Man, Chris, even in this condensed space down in the red zone, a superior athlete is just eventually going to be a superior athlete. You hesitate for a second, and this guy's going to make you pay, and the defense here was left with the bill.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Pulls it in. It's Miller. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Back to throw. It's Simpson. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
After the big loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and goal. Backed up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
Return starts from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he steps out of bounds. That's an excellent return to set up the offense in good position. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking downfield, it's Manning. It's an out route, the catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early down. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Gets it out quickly to the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Now that's exactly what you love to see here in this 2-minute offense. You come up with a big play, and all of a sudden your mindset gets much more aggressive. You're not thinking just about 3 points. Maybe take some shots, get the ball into the end zone.
Grab down the middle. It's Miller. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Dropping back. It's Simpson. Looking for the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
That's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
He makes the grab. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is on target. Clark. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, tie.
Well, that's how you close a half up. But what a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
And now the point after try to tie the game heading to halftime. And it's good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out. It's Moore. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. To throw, it's Manning. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's incomplete. Trying for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. The Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Running back has it on a screen now. They'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks and they stop him short of the first down.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's wide open. Look out. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the back to Yellow, the quarterback looks to his right. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
The shotgun run call. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They battle all the way back to take the lead. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
First down, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass is incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking downfield near the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Pass third down.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Going for his running back. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to pass. It's Manning. On the move now. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Texas. As the QB fights his way into the end zone. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run it here. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so second and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. Heck of a ride through a very competitive first 3 quarters if you check out some of the stats here. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter set to get underway. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is 5, so it's second and 5 now.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Important second down play coming up. That's reeled in. It's Horton. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
So an important third down play coming up. A field goal try here will be from 60. To throw, it's Simpson. Catch made by the tight end. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the 31.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Now we'll run a draw play. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway was a huge play for this defense.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Good enough for 1st down yardage. The clock is stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
A solid run, good for 1st down yardage. That wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense, 1st down. To the air, it's Manning. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
After a 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Slams right into a wall. They've got to throw rocks.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So bad plays on 1st and 2nd down puts him in a tough spot here. 3rd and very long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, when you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught over the middle, it's Miller. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. A tied offense line up here on 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you don't normally expect a corner to make a tackle like this, but he saves a touchdown. What a play by the young corner.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Here comes a handoff. Touchdown, Alabama. They take the lead in the final minute.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. The defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the 4th quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
And here he goes. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And the defense will spend a timeout here. Stop on the clock with 21 seconds remaining. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Looking to pass. It's Manning. The pocket breaking down. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
What a job by this defense coming up with that big sack on 1st down. Now the incompletion. Good job of putting this offense in a real bind now at 3rd down and long on their side of the 50.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And this one is dropped and incomplete as time runs out to end the ball game. Well, the coaches kind of expected it in this kind of game. An offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Now, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.